1947年トルーマン大統領以来、歴代大統領と各政府機関の最高責任者で構成され、今なお活動を続けているとされる MJ12 発足当初からより親密な関係にあった CIA 長官、その要職にかつていた第41代合衆国大統領ジョージ・ブッシュ。彼は1989年7月、突然火星への有人飛行を言明。今なぜ火星なのか。そんな彼を中心に活動を続けているとされる MJ12 を過去のあらゆる資料データをもとに国家の安全を図るため、これから述べることは国家の機密事項を劇的に描いたものである。また我々はその機密に関して政府高官からの指示に従い協力するものである。しかし我々は来るべき将来起こるであろう未知からの挑戦が何であるのかを知る権利があると信じている。
Gentlemen, let's get down to business. The purpose of this meeting is to bring the President up to date on the activities of the MJ-12. Mr. President, now as you know from the time you were a member as director of the CIA, the Majestic 12's top secret charter was to gather, disseminate, and present to the President evidence of worldwide contact with UFOs. We've all been handpicked to evaluate the ramifications of contact with the extraterrestrials, to answer the question, who are they and why they're here?
Gentlemen, proceed. About the ones that go public.
Whitley Strieber, Bud Hopkins, and Ruth Montgomery have all written bestsellers. Of course, the establishment discredits them. Both Lee and Britt Ehlers have some incredible UFO videotapes, and they've published Billy Meyer's photos. Most scientists are extremely conservative, and we want to keep them that way. They come to us for the answer.
I'm Wendell Stevens, retired Lieutenant Colonel in the United States Air Force.
元空軍大佐である彼は軍に在籍当時より UFO 現象を研究し、現在まで多くの調査を行っている。
But the people have a right to know the truth, and that's what I believe. Here we have over 1,000 declassified sheets of paper that gives us fact, figures, names, dates, and places, not just in the United States, but other parts of the world, of UFO sightings, UFO communication, UFO abductions, all kinds of accounts, all kinds of stories, most of them reported by business and professional and military people. I would like to relate to you something that is in the CIA documents, and that is a meeting that I had at the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. with a fellow who claimed to come from the planet Venus. And that's in the CIA documents. And not only has it been verified by the CIA, but also a gentleman who was an officer of the Project Blue Book, whose sole task it was to record with accuracy the fact that this man, Valiant Thor, landed in Alexandria, Virginia, on the outskirts of Washington, D.C., got into a police car, and was brought to President Eisenhower and Vice President Nixon. It's all a matter of record. According to the Air Force documents, there are still over 700 sightings in the United States every single week. That's an average of 100 a day. I have in my file certified documents released by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Notice the same type of format that's used by the CIA. They cross out the names of the individuals and sometimes the locations where some of these events took place. Thousands of declassified pages from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Two major United States federal agencies that have denied and even disavowed all knowledge or any interest about UFOs, and now because of the Freedom of Information Act, they're forced to release these pages to the public. We have a credibility gap here. Somebody is not telling the truth, and the big reason is, the big question is why? Why is this being withheld from the public? I went to Washington. I spoke to General Wiedemeyer at the Pentagon, and his answer to me was twofold. Number one, the fear of mass hysteria keeps the American government silent on UFOs. I don't believe that. The second reason given to me at the Pentagon was that if intelligent beings are coming from outer space and they can show us how to get along without sickness, disease, and even death, I was quoted that this would completely ruin the economy of the United States and plunge us into a recession of which there'd never be a recovery. If intelligent people are coming from other worlds, at which they are, and they are showing us ways and means to improve our own society, I say thank God.